Underneath one of these bridges lives a monster that actually attacks. Most of the locals that live in this area don't even come to these bridges to fish anymore because every fish they hook gets attacked. And it's my job to catch this monster before it keeps attacking and killing things. But guys, this isn't gonna be easy. And that's why I actually recruited some of my friends to help me catch this monster. But first, we actually need to go catch some bait. And in order to catch the bait, we have this. A block of smelly chum. Ugh. This is just grounded up fish, and it makes a horrible smell, and the fish, well, they love it. And we gotta catch something to use as bait. And after about 20 minutes of fishing, we finally caught the perfect size bait to catch the bridge monster. And we're gonna be putting it on this giant hook. Oh yeah, look at that, guys. That is perfect for a giant shark. And almost instantly, our bait got picked up.
Oh my goodness. Guys, there's a bridge monster here, and he just absolutely annihilated our bait. He is definitely here.
So we threw the bait back in the water, and you wouldn't believe what just ate it.
I see him, I see him.
It's a freaking...
Oh, it's a hammerhead!
Hammerhead!
Oh my God!
Oh, there we go.
Oh! Raw fam, the crazy thing is, this giant shark probably doesn't even know he has a hook in him yet. This monster was taking so much line that we actually had to start chasing him with the boat. And we actually started gaining some line until the worst case scenario actually happened.
No way.
We just hooked probably one of the biggest fish I've ever hooked in my entire life. He just popped off like he wasn't even there. And guys, I was so upset after losing that giant fish that I actually wrapped it up for the day and I called a professional that would help me catch the bridge monster. And that's why we recruited Captain Chase from Pelagic Color Fishing Charters. Captain Chase was actually at the bridge yesterday and he caught the monster on video. Guys, come look at this. That is the giant monster right there swimming in the shallows. And guys, we know exactly where he's living, but first, we gotta catch some bait to actually lure him in. So we loaded up the boat and started heading over to a secret bait spot. And after about 20 minutes of catching bait, filling up our live well completely, it was finally time to put one of these things on the hook. And this is actually the pilchard that we just caught, and now we're gonna cast it on out.
Oh, I'm on. Oh, I'm on. There we go.
Here we go, it's going in the boat. There we go. Nice. Guys, we got the bait we needed. Now, it's time to catch the bridge monster. And with our new bait in hand, we drove all the way back over to the bridge to see if we could hook this monster again. And now we have the giant barracuda on the hook, and we're actually gonna throw this thing into the water. Go for it. And after a couple minutes of waiting, the giant bridge monster appeared. And guys, he wasn't happy.
Oh my God, hammerhead! Right here! Oh, he's right there!
Pull it up! Oh my
Look at him, look at him! Oh. Right there!
Oh my God!
Oh, he's on! He's on!
Feed it to him!
That's him, guys.
Let's go! We got it, baby! The bridge monster! We're back! No!
And I couldn't believe it, guys. The giant bridge monster actually spit the hook. And to make it even worse, the weather picked up and it actually started thundering and lightning right where we were fishing. And we had to call the trip. Guys, the bridge monster may have defeated us this time, but we'll be back. And now we're back out here. The weather's way better and we have some special bait to attract the monster. So with our new bait in hand, we drove all the way back over to the bridge where it all started. And raw fam, I don't care if we're out here all night long. We're not leaving until we catch the bridge monster. It's gonna happen right now. So we walked over to the cooler and we grabbed out our giant mahi-mahi. We actually put him on the hook. That right there is our big old bait fish. We're gonna throw it out and see what we catch. So we threw out our giant mahi-mahi head. And then we started driving away from it to let our giant mahi-mahi head sit on the bottom. And raw fam, now that all the baits are set, hopefully the next time you guys see me, this drag should be screaming and there should be a giant monster on the hook. Alrighty guys, so we just got whacked. I'm not sure what it is, but we're gonna set the hook. Yeah, it's coming. Oh, we are on.
Let's go.
I'm not sure what it is. Could it be the bridge monster? Who knows, but it's big. And little did I know that when I hooked this giant bridge monster, that I'd be fighting this thing all the way into the middle of the night. Guys, it's been about an hour. We're still fighting the same fish. It's a really small rod and reel, so we're gonna get lucky if we're gonna land this monster, guys. Fingers crossed that this is the monster we're after. And I definitely wasn't wrong about that because I had to fight this monster for another hour until he started to tire out and I had the perfect opportunity to finally hit him with the gaff.
Oh, that's a bull shark all day. Dude, that's a...
It's a bull!
That's him.
Nice!
Let's go.
That's
We
the
got
bridge
the bridge monster.
Biggest huge.
In RAWWFishing, the only way that we can guarantee that we caught the monster was by getting a rope wrapped around this monster's tail.
Let's go! Bro, this bridge monster has been killing everything over here.
We finally caught the monster that's been living at this bridge. Look at this thing. Now, RAWWFishing fam, you guys thought the fight was over? No, no, no. It's just begun. Now we gotta get this 300-pound bull shark side of the boat. And trust me, it's easier said than done. And even with 3 of us trying to pull this monster into the boat, we couldn't do it for another 30 minutes. Until we finally found some leverage and we rolled it right over the side of the boat.
Holy crap, guys, we fought that thing for 4 hours, but you know what? We got the bridge safe and now we could go swimming again. Guys, come on, who's with me?
Let's go!
Let's go!
Let's go!
You know what? The bridge monster is in the boat now, and it's officially time to take him back to the dock.
Guys, we gotta hang this thing up.
So we started driving in and we drove all the way back to the dock with the giant bridge monster in the bottom of my boat.
But guys, there was a huge problem. The monster weighed a couple 100 pounds. So we decided to pack the boat up and drive all the way home to where we can get some help getting this thing out of the boat.
And guys, now that we have the rope attached to the giant bridge monster, we're gonna lift it on up.
And guys, good thing we had this giant forklift because without it, we wouldn't get this monster out of the boat.
Guys, look at this thing. From the top of its tail up here all the way down to the bottom is 10 foot long, guys. It's like a 300-pound monster.
But guys, just because we caught the monster doesn't mean that the video's over. Because guys, I know a place that needs every single piece of this giant monster because they have monsters of their own and they actually want to feed this thing to their pets. So I got out my sharpest knife and I actually planned on cutting the monster into pieces. And well, that was easier said than done. It's like sandpaper. Oh my gosh. Look at that, guys. So that right there, some people would eat it, shark fin soup. I hear it's a delicacy, but guys, we gotta save every piece of it because nothing can go to waste. So we continued cutting and we actually got all of the fins off this giant monster. We're gonna take our knife and we're gonna run directly down it and we're gonna take off this giant loin that probably weighs like 100 pounds. So we took our cutters and we ran it down the backbone and we actually got off a giant slab. Oh yeah, look at this, guys. Our first giant chunk of fish, just like that. So over the next 2 hours, we took our cutters and we got as much shark meat off of this thing as we could. And we completely filled up this cooler. And now that the giant bridge monster is actually inside of this cooler, we actually have to go inside of this cooler right here and we have to grab out
This giant piece of shark.
because now it's time to cut up the bridge monster into bite-sized pieces. This should be enough food right here to actually feed all the monsters. So we grabbed our giant fillet of shark and we actually headed over to Monster Lake. And now it's time to get our giant piece of bridge monster out of the bag so we can start cutting it up for the monsters. And now guys, we're just gonna cut giant pieces just like that for the giant monsters that live here. But guys, will the shark actually attract all of the monsters or will they smell it and be scared? Come here, pond monsters. Come on. Oh my gosh. As soon as I just put it in the water, a giant catfish just came up and I think he wants to eat the giant piece of shark. Look, there's one right there. There's one right there. Oh. Not only did they love the shark, they ate the whole entire piece. But guys, there's multiple monsters right here up on top that are actually like frenzying for the shark. So I grabbed my cutters and this time, not only did we cut up one giant piece, but we actually cut a couple giant pieces for all of the pond monsters to enjoy. Alrighty guys, you guys ready? Here we go. Uh-oh, look at him, he's right there. He's right there. Eat it. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? He was down there for sure. Come on. Uh-oh, look at him, he's right there. Here we go. Oh! But guys, there's actually one monster in here that I think is killing everything and it's actually attacked me before. And well guys, I don't see the monster. So let's go back to the RAWWFishing fam, feed all of our crazy monsters, and then we'll come back and see if we can feed that giant monster some of our shark because we have plenty of it. So see you guys back at the RAWWFishing fam. So we cut up our giant shark into bite-sized pieces for the monsters. And well, trust me, all of these animals are crazy, but are they crazy enough to eat the giant bridge monster? So we walked over to our first monster to see if he was ready to prove himself. And guys, he is crazy. Shadow, you hungry, buddy? Hi, Shadow. Oh, he ate the whole thing. Oh, here we go, guys. This is the monster that is gonna eat the bridge monster. All right, get in there. Back up. Close it. Guys, if he's able to eat the giant bridge monster, then he could certainly take a finger off. But guys, how does the next monster stack up against Shadow? Just a normal piece of meat isn't gonna be enough of a test for my monsters over here. Oh my gosh. The fish and monsters over here at the Raw Fam, these animals are nuts! I do think though I have a proper challenge for all the monsters here. I think we should try feeding them the giant chunks of skin that I was struggling so much just to cut through. This is a giant knife right here, and I can't even cut through it. It didn't even make a dent. But guys, will my giant pond monsters be able to actually eat this? Oh my God, he's trying to attack me. Guys, he's just mad at it. He doesn't want to even eat it. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh! He loves the giant bridge monster! Guys, this is so freaking cool. Who would have known? Not one, not two, but 3 monsters over here at my house are crazy enough to actually eat a giant bridge monster. If all of the monsters here like it so much, I'm gonna make a feast for the giant monster pond. So I started cutting the bridge monster up into small bite-sized pieces so that we could feed all of the giant monsters inside of the monster pond. Alrighty guys, here we go. I'm throwing it right here. Come on, fish. So we threw all of the pieces of giant bridge monster in the water, and slowly but surely all the monsters came over and started eating the bridge monster until there was nothing left. And now that pretty much all of the giant bridge monster is finally fed, just right there, it's almost all gone. Now we're gonna go over to one of my friend's house to see if we could feed the last couple pieces of that giant slab that we cut up to one of his swamp monsters. So we hopped in the truck and we drove over to one of my friend's animal farms. And over here is a bunch of exotic animals, like otters, emus, cassowaries, and even giant fish. But guys, the animals we're gonna be feeding is actually inside of this giant cage right here. So we're gonna undo the giant locks. We're gonna be walking in with the monster. Come on. Guys, look right there, here he comes. Oh! Oh! And guys, can you believe that they love this giant bridge monster? Well, these giant strips right here are perfect for feeding the giant predators over at my friend's house. Here we go, guys. Oh! Oh, there he goes. How sick is that?
All right, we're good.
Guys, those things were coming out after us. Now, let's get over to that cooler because we got a lot of monsters to feed. Let's do it. So we ran over to our cooler and we took it all the way over to Monster Lake. And let's see if we could attract anything to the dock real quick. Here, fishy, fishy, fishy. Come on. Oh my gosh, what is that? Something just came up. Oh my gosh, look. It's a giant turtle. Look at that thing, guys. It's like Godzilla. Oh, look, right there. Oh, they're fighting. They're fighting over it. Oh, oh, the red tail came up. But guys, that wasn't the monster I was after. So I cut the monster up into bite-sized pieces, and then I started throwing it in the water. And now that they're used to these little bite-sized pieces, oh, there's one right there. There's a monster right there. He's trying to eat the turtle. Come on. Oh my gosh! Guys, the monsters are definitely coming to the dock. The chum's working. And because the chum's working so good, we're actually gonna cut up literally so much right now and make a bunch of pieces just like this. Because if this could attract the giant red tails, it could attract the monster that we're after. So we threw a bunch of pieces of chum inside the water, and then I grabbed the biggest piece I could find. Because guys, I think the monster's ready to eat. Come on. Come on. Come on, monster. Oh, here we go. It's here. It's here. Oh my God, it's here. Come on. Uh-oh. Oh, oh, oh. What was it? Oh, I don't know. I can never get a good look at it. Guys, comment down below what you guys think that was right there. But guys, that right there was obviously catching a giant bridge monster and obviously feeding it to all my insane animals. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. See you in the next one.